Hello, everybody. I am joined here in Studio 3 with Ricky Stenhouse Jr., the driver of the number 17 Ford. Thanks for being here. We always appreciate your time.
Not a problem. I don't really like seeing my face on the big screens behind me, but
just keep rolling
I'll
it
just
in that
focus
case. Now, headed back this weekend to Talladega. That's where you got your first win. You did pretty well there. You won the pole there. So are you excited to be back in Dega country?
I am. I never really thought about winning like on super speedway races. In the Xfinity Series, we had a lot of tracks that we won at, and the super speedways we ran good, but weren't always the ones that we were in contention to win. So when we finally broke through and got our first Cup win there last year, I was really excited. My team was excited. It had been a long time since Jack Roush had been in victory lane, and so pulling into victory lane and seeing Jack in victory lane was really neat and special for really our whole team and organization. So it'll be nice to get back to where we were able to do that.
Now, Talladega is pretty unpredictable, and you never know what can happen there. So how do you handle it? What are the keys to Talladega?
Well, I think one of the biggest things is, having a good, kind of relationship with your spotter. Mine's always giving me all the information that I need, and we've been together for a while now, and so we work hand in hand on, if I'm not leading or in the top 10, we fall to the back and we'll kind of work our way back to the front. And then if he sees something that he doesn't like, he lets me know, and we decide whether we want to, try and work our way past it to get to the front, or, do we drop back and let it kind of, all sort out and kind of get more calmed down before we try to make our run back to the front. And I think that's one of the things that we've done well over the past, 3 or 4 years of trying to get good finishes at speedways, and it worked out for 2 wins last year.
Now, people always talk about coming home to their home track, and this is pretty much your home track. This is as close as you get. So does that add a little fuel to the fire?
It might add a little fuel. It doesn't add any pressure. I don't let it add pressure on me, but it's always cool to come back home. It's a good feeling. I think that's kind of probably the fuel that I get. Is it's a good feeling to always come back home and enjoy being around friends and family that come and hang out and watch races. They always watch on the back straightaway, so under caution I can see them up there. So
Give
that's
a little
always
wave.
fun. Yeah, I wave to them every now and then. And, so that's always neat.
Now, if you guys didn't happen to catch last year, your dad almost had an incident getting to victory lane. Now, explain that.
Well, my dad, he likes to have a good time, and he did have a good time after the race for sure. He likes to climb fences. One of my races that I won in the ARCA Series at Kentucky, he climbed up the fence, and I climbed up the other side and met him at the top. So that was really neat. So he climbs fences, and then I guess also he was he was running down an area that only cars and golf carts were supposed to go, and so somebody picked him up and took him to the Talladega infield jail. So that was interesting. That's
a story. Dad got arrested at Talladega.
He missed
almost.
the first part of victory lane, but he got there, and he was super proud of us finally getting in victory lane. He's put a lot of effort into my career and over the years, and it was cool to have him there for the first one.
Now, the season hasn't quite started out the way that you thought it would, but moving forward, is Talladega kind of a place that you look at to change that momentum of the season and get going a little bit?
Yeah, we've kind of looked at, kind of the Texas, Bristol, Richmond, Talladega, and really even after Dover, Kansas. Those are some good racetracks for us, and unfortunately, we had a shot to win at Texas, and that didn't happen. We had a shot to win at Bristol, and we ended up finishing 4th, which was good. And then Richmond, half the race was about like I wanted, and then I made way too many mistakes in the second half of the race to, which was a bummer because I really wanted some good momentum going into Talladega, even though I still feel like we have some confidence going to Talladega. So hopefully I'd like to get a win and really turn our season around. But if not, just have a good, solid, get some stage points, finish in the top 10. And if you're in the top 10 of that race, you'll have a shot to win.
And now, just looking forward, Ford announced that they're going to the Mustang for the Cup Series. Now, I know that you have experience in the Mustang and the Xfinity Series, so are you excited to bring that to Cup?
I am. I think the fans will be pumped to see it in the Cup Series. Being in the Xfinity Series for the last, I don't know how many years it's been there, 6 or so now, it's kind of one of those things that we've been kind of waiting on. We've always kind of been asking for, hey, when are we going to get the Mustang? And finally we're doing it in 2019, and I'm excited about that because
your sponsors coming back too.
All of our sponsors are coming back, which is going to be good because now they'll be able to be on the Mustang for at least through 2021. And, I think that's just last week was a huge announcement for Ford, for ourselves at Roush Fenway, coming off of our win at Bristol. But, yeah, I'm ready to get, hopefully, the Mustang back in victory lane ourselves.
Now, off the track, in case you've never been to Talladega, it's a bit of a party. So I know that you're excited. Yeah. Drivers tend to be pumped up when they get to Talladega.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun. The schedule allows for us to, kind of go hang out on a Friday night and enjoy the fans. A lot of race weekends, on Saturdays you have early morning practices, so we don't really kind of go out and do a whole lot. But, Friday at Talladega, they have the big one on the boulevard, and, a lot of the drivers go down Talladega Boulevard on the float and, throw things and gifts out to people. And then we have some fan competitions, which are intense. They take it very serious, and we laugh a lot, which is always good. And then after that, we all just kind of hang out on the boulevard, walk around, see the fans, and see good music playing in the infield, which they always have at Talladega. So definitely a weekend we look forward to.
All right, guys. Now you heard him. You can catch him on the boulevard if you are heading to Talladega. If not, you can catch all of the action Sunday. Good luck. We wish you the best.
I hope to see everybody in victory lane.
That's right. He'll stay this time and actually party that night too. So
yeah.
Catch him in Talladega then too.